I think that really is going to be one of his legacies.
Gary's been a great leader for Riddle Hospital for the past 10 years. It comes down to several attributes that are instilled in him that he has delivered and worked with his team here at Riddle Hospital to instill throughout the organization.
His unwavering commitment to excellence, his accomplishments, his contribution, as well as his leadership skills have been inspiring to me and to many others.
Gary has been very visible to the colleagues at the hospital. He makes rounds frequently. He is very available, and absolutely anyone can go into his office that works here at Riddle, no matter what position they have.
He will be absolutely open to sitting with you, discussing any of their issues in a very friendly, down-to-earth manner. And we know that he is someone who listens and someone who's very warm and engaging. My first interaction with Gary was when he came to interview as president of Riddle. He was coming from a place where they had just shuttered the birthplace, the OB services. And so obviously I was concerned about that, and I asked him about it. But really, I should not have been worried because he has been a great champion of OB and the OB services. He really has striven to make the department stronger, bring more people in, get more patients in the door to deliver this great service that we deliver.
Gary has very much embraced Mainline's culture of patient first.
Because of Gary's leadership, we've taken significant strides over the past 10 years. Under Gary's leadership, we've been recognized as one of the top 10 hospitals in the region several years in a row. We've been recognized by the 2018 Mission Lifeline Silver Plus Receiving Quality Achievement Award. We've been recognized a Magnet System designation. We have received the Niche designation, Nurses Improving Care for the Health System Elders. We've received the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval and the Critical Care Nurses Beacon Award, in addition to numerous other awards.
His devoted passion to Riddle and to the Mainline Health propelled this institution to achieve a teamwork approach, patient safety, patient satisfaction, and superior patient experience. He has made Riddle an excellent place to give care and to receive care.
As Gary retires, we will see him really every time we enter this hospital because he has been instrumental in making the hospital a bigger place and also a better place.
Help us close out Gary's great legacy at Riddle by finishing the capital campaign for the birthplace here tonight at the gala.
Gary, I would like to thank you for what you've done for the institution and your lovely wife, Cindy, for sharing you with us for the last 10 years.
Gary, on behalf of all of us here tonight, thank you for all you've helped us accomplish here at Riddle Hospital. We love you. We're going to miss you. You've done a great job, and we salute you.
Thank you, Gary, for your support on the patient and family experience at Riddle Hospital.
Thank you, Gary, for supporting the nurses here at Riddle.
Gary, thank you for 7 years of mentorship.
Thank you for being a great boss and colleague.
Gary, I've said it before and I'll say it again, just like a great Boy Scout, you're leaving Riddle better than you found it. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Gary.
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 PTC is a very special place to work. I think a lot of companies say that they're patient-focused, patient-centric. The patient is truly at the heart of everything that PTC does.
PTC is the most unique and more challenging and more amazing company I have ever been in. We have growth a lot internationally, and we have introduced in a lot of different countries like Spain, like my country, We have experienced an incredibly amazing growth and challenge worldwide.
The PTC culture is this, is to work for the patient. Every person is involved in this way.
It's a nice place to work in terms of collaboration, and we have a bit of fun along the way, which I think is important. I think PTC as an organisation as well is trying to go places, it's growing, it's an exciting place to be.
The company, it's very family friendly. I feel like a second home when I'm at PTC. And the thing is that every time, for example, we hire someone or we are doing interviews, we are recruiting, that's one of the first things we highlight. We care much about each other.
For me, it's really important that in this company I can continue to have this feeling for myself, in the fact that when we are all together with colleagues, you feel to be in a family with the same objective. And our objective are patient, family, and in particular, their future.
There is always a positive attitude from everyone, and mostly there is a can-do feeling. Everything is possible.
The Dublin office is essentially the hub of PTC's international business. The Dublin office is responsible for supply chain, where we source the materials to make the product. It's responsible for overseeing manufacture. It's also responsible for distribution, invoicing, chasing the debt, and for recording the sale.
It's a very vibrant environment here, and it's a very diverse team.
PTC Dublin is based in Grand Canal. Got the likes of Facebook and Google all around us. I'd say it's quite a lively area. Dublin is its own right. It's probably quite cosmopolitan.
You have many entertainment, so you have not just hotels, or you have pubs, or you have theaters that you can go.
The unique thing about PTC, the unique culture with PTC is that you really feel that you love what you're doing.
You are really working with all your colleagues and making things happen.
I'm really proud of working in an environment that actually can make a difference. The commitment from PTC people in the team I work is that we never give up. To bring hope for a patient that suffers from rare disease, it's the deepest meaning of my work.
PTC is a company that provides us the opportunity to make difference in the life of a lot of patients, a lot of families.
In Brazil, we are always figuring out how we can do the best for the patient, from the person that is working with finance until the person that is working in the field. Everyone is focused on the patient.
PTC in Brazil is amazing for me because it's a place that everybody likes to work. We are working 24/7 to help patients here in Brazil.
We have around 30 people here. We have the environment of a small company, but dealing with all the dynamics of a big company.
Working in PTC is very exciting because we can help a lot of people know about DMD and help physicians to know more about DMD.
We divide a lot of our responsibilities between the different departments. It's a lot of fun, and we really love to work as a cross-functional team.
We try to keep the PTC culture to make it everyday company to go together to keep this alive here in Brazil.
We have a lot of opportunities, and the visibility of the landscape as a whole, it's something that is very much appreciated.
São Paulo is the biggest city in this country, in Brazil, and the biggest city in all of the American countries.
I think São Paulo is a great place to live and to work. You can work in anything that you like because all the big companies are here, and you can eat anything that you want. We have restaurants from all over the world. We have so much to do, and we have a lot of cultures living here. I don't think I would live anywhere else.
When we started working in Brazil, there was no pharma company investing in raising awareness regarding DMD, and there was no pharma company focused on DMD, visiting the main physicians. So we started working with the right stakeholders, doing the right things, choosing the right strategies.
I'm very optimistic with PTC's future. We have a lot of perspectives, new perspectives in our pipeline, which enable us to provide more solutions for heart disease for different patients and pathologies.
For 4 years, we helped a lot of families and communities with rare disease. We are a poor country, and when I see what PTC have done so far, I'm very proud of it.
gaming room is so good for boys and young men with Duchenne. These guys, they're still guys and they want to compete. And this is a way that it levels the playing field. They can talk trash and they can have really good time together.
It helps me take my mind off stuff, and it's just fun for me.
Gaming replicates sports, action, all these things that the Duchenne patients really can't get out and experience physically, but this is a way for them to virtually experience a lot of things.
It was born from a struggle, a real struggle in Duchenne community, thinking about how to engage them around competition, because obviously sports aren't necessarily something that all the boys can engage with in the traditional sense. And with the rise of competitive gaming across the world, we saw that as an opportunity to bring that forth to the Duchenne community.
As they grow older, they start, they can't get into their peers' homes, they can't get out into the community sometimes. And so this is one thing that they can do to access their peers in their community without having to worry about getting into their house.
We don't have the same ability as normal people, but with video games it doesn't require as much physical strain, and it gets you to interact with something that you can do.
TJ has come out of his shell in a big way, because before he always said, he can't do certain things and he can't be like everybody else. But when he's playing video games, he is just like everybody else.
It allows you to be someone you wouldn't normally be able to be.
For social component of Duchenne is very challenging. It's an isolating condition, and boys do suffer, just traditional teenage isolation in addition to what they're going through with their disease. And the gaming now is connected. So you're actually talking with people, you're playing with real people. It's not just playing with an avatar.
He gets to talk to people online, and they get to talk about the game. They get to basically have a team together and support each other, which is really, really interesting. It's been kind of a lifesaver, for us, because it's really just his confidence level in knowing that he can do something just as good as another kid. It's a self-esteem booster. It's really been a godsend to us.
The goal of Mercy Home Health is to keep patients in the comfort of their own home. As the largest home health agency in the Philadelphia 5-county area, we are the experts of healing the mind, body, and spirit of our patients. And the Mercy Care Connect telehealth monitoring program helps us in providing top-notch, patient-centered care around the clock. Mercy Home Health has been providing telehealth services to our patients for nearly a decade. Over 8,000 patients have been a part of this life-changing program.
The whole basis for telehealth is patient-centered care because the patient is responsible to check their vital signs every day. The equipment is set up in the home, and we provide a blood pressure cuff, a scale, a pulse ox. They check their vital signs in the morning, and the information is transmitted via Bluetooth to our team, and then we manage the patient telephonically.
Mercy Home Health has received an impressive 4.5-star rating for our quality of care and 4 stars for patient satisfaction. Our scores are among the best in the state and the nation.
Seeing those small changes each day with a few ounces weight gain and then another few ounces weight gain, we can reach out to the doctor in a much faster manner and recognize these small little changes after we assess the patient over the phone to try to keep them out of the hospital and get maybe a medication adjustment, a nursing visit, or a doctor's visit to prevent that.
The Mercy Care Connect telehealth monitoring program works. Over 90% of our patients receiving telehealth services are able to avoid ER visits and emergency doctor visits or hospital stays while on the program.
As a physician, it liberates us to provide more complete therapy in a shorter period of time. That they feel secure will be followed through, because they know that the patient will be monitored more closely at home.
Typically, our patients either have a cardiac or pulmonary diagnosis, heart failure, COPD.
On average, over 12% of patients across the country who do not receive telehealth services are readmitted to the hospital. That number rises to over 13% of patients in the state of Pennsylvania. Only 9% of Mercy Home Health patients who receive telehealth services are readmitted to the hospital within 30 days, and it's because our nurses became aware of medical issues while the patient was being monitored on our program.
The nurse gets to see what their diagnoses are, any changes in their vitals, and address their medications specifically.
When I first got sick and I first started getting home health care from Mercy, it helped me a whole lot. It helped me with maintaining my blood pressure.
We're educating them every day. Not only are the clinicians educating them in the home, but then our nurses are educating them over the phone.
I would never know if they didn't call me. I would be going about my day thinking I'm all right, and I could be not all right. So they definitely give me peace of mind.
It's that added bonus. Again, we're seeing these changes each day that most patients don't have the luxury of having someone track this and call them and say, how are you feeling? What's going on? Are you having any new symptoms?
I like the fact that I have support outside of the home, and it's only a phone call away.
The goal of Mercy Home Health is to keep patients in the comfort of their own home. As the largest home health agency in the Philadelphia 5-county area, we are the experts of healing the mind, body, and spirit of our patients. And the Mercy Care Connect telehealth monitoring program helps us in providing top-notch, patient-centered care around the clock. Mercy Home Health has been providing telehealth services to our patients for nearly a decade. Over 8,000 patients have been a part of this life-changing program.
The whole basis for telehealth is patient-centered care because the patient is responsible to check their vital signs every day. The equipment is set up in the home, and we provide a blood pressure cuff, a scale, a pulse ox. They check their vital signs in the morning, and the information is transmitted via Bluetooth to our team, and then we manage the patient telephonically.
Mercy Home Health has received an impressive 4.5-star rating for our quality of care and 4 stars for patient satisfaction. Our scores are among the best in the state and the nation.
Seeing those small changes each day with a few ounces weight gain and then another few ounces weight gain, we can reach out to the doctor in a much faster manner and recognize these small little changes after we assess the patient over the phone to try to keep them out of the hospital and get maybe a medication adjustment, a nursing visit, or a doctor's visit to prevent that.
The Mercy Care Connect telehealth monitoring program works. Over 90% of our patients receiving telehealth services are able to avoid ER visits and emergency doctor visits or hospital stays while on the program.
As a physician, it liberates us to provide more complete therapy in a shorter period of time that they feel secure will be followed through, because they know that the patient will be monitored more closely at home.
Typically, our patients either have a cardiac or pulmonary diagnosis, heart failure, COPD.
On average, over 12% of patients across the country who do not receive telehealth services are readmitted to the hospital. That number rises to over 13% of patients in the state of Pennsylvania. Only 9% of Mercy Home Health patients who receive telehealth services are readmitted to the hospital within 30 days, and it's because our nurses became aware of medical issues while the patient was being monitored on our program.
The nurse gets to see what their diagnoses are, any changes in their vitals, and address their medications specifically.
When I first got sick and I first started getting home health care from Mercy, it helped me a whole lot. It helped me with maintaining my blood pressure.
We're educating them every day. Not only are the clinicians educating them in the home, but then our nurses are educating them over the phone.
I would never know if they didn't call me. I would be going about my day thinking I'm all right, and I could be not all right. So they definitely give me peace of mind.
It's that added bonus. Again, we're seeing these changes each day that most patients don't have the luxury of having someone track this and call them and say, how are you feeling? What's going on? Are you having any new symptoms?
I like the fact that I have support outside of the home, and it's only a phone call away.
Life is fragile. Devastating diagnoses catch us unaware. Catastrophic accidents change the course of our lives. Even for people who have health insurance, a medical crisis can become a financial crisis.
Every day, thousands of people in the United States face significant financial challenges because of a medical crisis. This can include members of your own family, as well as your friends, your neighbors, and your coworkers. We're here to tell you about someone who needs your help right now.
Even with insurance, transplant costs can easily become a massive financial burden. For many people, fundraising is the only thing that enables them to access the care and equipment they need to heal, live, and thrive.
A medical crisis can be so isolating. No one should feel alone and overwhelmed with debt. You can show her that she is not alone. Make a tax-deductible donation to Help Hope Live in honor of this campaign right now to help place medical care within reach and change a life. Give now by clicking the button on this page. Help Hope Live has a perfect rating from Charity Navigator, the nation's largest evaluator of charities, so you can give with full confidence knowing your donation will be managed responsibly and go where it's needed the most. Can't donate right now? There are many options for you to help. Share this video right now with your friends. Leave a message of support on the campaign page just to show you care.
We know that when medical care is within reach, it saves and improves lives. Your donation and your support can make all the difference. Will you help Hope live for someone in need today?
The Mercy Life program is a program that offers everything to promote healthcare and healthy living while also incorporating leisure and fun.
We're very, very excited. We are now branching out into Montgomery County. As of October 1st, our Life Norristown Center has opened. Life Norristown is located on DeKalb Street. We are actually in the Montgomery County Human Services Building. We've taken over just short of about 19,000 square feet here. We provide services that are comprehensively coordinated. Life is an all-inclusive approach, fully comprehensive, care coordinated, zero cost to participants. The entire focus of our program in Life is to keep elders living independently in a more natural way in their home and in their community.
The Life Norristown Center allows for the older adults living in this community to come here by free transportation. They can come and get breakfast, lunch. They can get full therapeutic rec services of all different day center options of different activities such as horticulture, pet therapy. They have access to a full therapy gym with a PT and OT. They have their primary care nurse who they can talk to if they have any questions. They have their primary care provider who helps coordinate their care with all their medical specialists.
Mercy Life has given me, in my humble opinion, my life back. The camaraderie, the friendship, brought me back to the person I was. We'll either, in the morning, do some brain teasers, go on a different trip. We have pool, we have breakfast. We'll have lunch, which is a dietary, well-balanced, and it's tasty. As far as general health, a doctor's at my beck and call. Nurses are there right at Mercy Life. We have aides there to assist us.
The goal is health promotion, to sustain a healthy lifestyle while also enjoying it.
So you have a team of professionals trying to take care of each elderly participant. So you have an incredible level of professional attention.
I was presented by this sense of community and neighborhood. All the other participants at Mercy Life had brought me. I'm an example of Mercy Life. I feel special because Mercy Life makes me feel special.
I'm honored to share news from Bryn Mawr Hospital. After 4 years, the For Every Generation capital campaign has concluded. We surpassed our goal and raised $32 million to transform this campus. We simply would not have been able to undertake this historic modernization project without your support. We are really proud that Bryn Mawr Hospital's facilities now match the excellence in care that you have come to know and to trust. And so today, on behalf of the generations of families that benefit from your generosity, thank you, Helen. Every patient, every family member, every physician, nurse, and employee will be touched in some way by this monumental project. From our labor and delivery unit, our maternity and neonatal suites, our state-of-the-art operating rooms and critical care unit, our private patient rooms, and our rehabilitation gyms, the new Bryn Mawr Hospital will be here for the very youngest and most senior residents of our community. Because of your dedication and commitment, lives will be welcomed, enriched, and saved at Bryn Mawr Hospital, now and for generations to come.
One of the things I am most proud of is that as Bryn Mawr Hospital continues to evolve with the healthcare needs of our community, as it has throughout our 125-year history, that same community has always come together in support of the projects that ensure that evolution. And I am certain that whatever tomorrow brings, however our healthcare needs evolve, Bryn Mawr Hospital and its patients, families, and staff will rise to those yet unknown challenges. And so today, we want to thank you for your commitment.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Muchas gracias. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Together, we have made the For Every Generation campaign a great success. And on behalf of everyone at Mainline Health, thank you.
Before we retired, my greatest concern was what I was going to do with myself.
I was 73 when we moved in, and the world just opened up. Another chapter of our life just opened up, and we love it.
Our retirement communities are distinctively different. We're mission-driven with a focus on demonstrating loving kindness.
ACT's goal is to keep us as independent as possible for as long as possible, and that's a great goal.
I just feel like I'm in the best place I could be.
It's what embodies us to go above and beyond.
I feel secure and I'm happy here.
I love the residents here, and I love the social aspects of meeting with them. I'm on the bocce team, and I'm also in the shows.
I sleep so much better at night knowing that ACTS is caring for my mother. She goes out to dinner and has different lunches that she attends that she thoroughly enjoys, and she's got lots of new friends here at ACTS.
We're active folks, and we enjoy that.
At the end of the day, I say, where did the day go? Just been so busy doing fun stuff.
It's definitely easy to make new friends because everybody is so friendly. They'll do anything for you. And it just does give you a feeling of belonging and comfort.
You never have to worry about the future. You know that if you ever need a higher level of care, it's here for you.
It doesn't matter if you are in independent living or in assisted living or in skilled care, your monthly fee remains the same.
If there's an emergency, we will be taken care of, and we will be safe, we will be secure, and we'll be given just as much care if we have outlived our funds, which I plan to do.
ACTS is truly a place where loving kindness lives.
And you see loving kindness every day at ACTS. My mom could tell you a story every day. You could call her and she'd give you a story about someone who touched her life that day. So that's what makes it special.
Well, my daughter says she'd just like to move in here. She's only 52, and the other day she was saying, how many more years do I need to wait?
One of the things my mom always says to me is, Chris, thank you so much. Thank you for getting me into an ACTS. It was one of the best decisions she's ever made.
I've never heard a person say, gee, I came in too soon. I've heard many people say, gosh, I wonder why I waited so long. I should not have waited this long.
If you're like most medical practices, the revenue cycle can have obstacles that negatively impact your cash flow and can cause some real headaches for your office staff. Assurance MD's RCM solution is the answer you're looking for. It's a comprehensive solution that addresses and improves every step in the revenue cycle. The online patient portal drastically reduces the number of calls to your office, allowing patients to schedule appointments, check lab results, and request medication refills. Our solution offers instant online eligibility, eliminating the time it typically takes to search for patient insurance coverage. Patient Cost Estimator and Pay the Bill Now are powerful tools that provide accurate, timely cost estimation and allow practices to secure compensation in advance, collect more upfront, online, or set up payment plans. The right EMR can drastically improve the evaluation and assessment of a patient visit, creating efficiency and productivity gains for the physician. Optimum coding levels and proper CPT code ordering is paramount to ensuring a timely and accurate insurance claim. Interfacing to today's EMR systems allows for greater reduction in errors and better staffing efficiency. Electronic claims are scrubbed to review over 14,000 rules-based edits that allows errors to be corrected within minutes of being discovered and communicated back to the physician. Billing is processed twice daily through our own clearinghouse, resulting in efficient submission, faster reimbursements, and a drastic reduction in paperwork. With a 96% clean claims performance, practices receive electronic payments in 14 days from most payers. On average, as many as 65% of denied claims never get worked, resulting in an estimated 3% loss of net revenue. Assurance MD's denial and appeals management will drastically reduce the amount of lost revenue. We address outstanding AR by making collection calls daily to payers to determine payment status, resulting in better collections and fewer write-offs. Patients receive 3 monthly statements and an automated reminder call at 45 and 90 days to collect outstanding patient balances. Patient billing calls are answered by a dedicated representative who can process payment and answer billing questions. Better cash flow and less operational stress gives your staff more time to focus on patient care. The Assurance MD RCM solution delivers the results you're looking for: higher reimbursements, faster payments, and reduced denials and underpayments. Contact us today to see how it can benefit your office.
Hello, I'm Dan Hirschfeld. I'm here today with the GRS RHS Progress Report for December 2017. As we look towards the holidays and prepare for the new year, I've been thinking a lot about what makes GRS and RHS who we are. Our story is one of strength and resilience. Over the years, we've had to make many changes to adapt to external forces. And despite this, not only have you continued to help our patients reach their goals each and every day, but many of you have selflessly stepped up to ask, what can I do to make a difference, both within and outside the walls of our gyms? This engagement with your teams, with your patients, and with the company, this creation of small communities within our larger organization is what drives us forward and helps us accomplish our own goals. One of our proudest accomplishments happened in New Jersey just recently. Thanks to the advocacy of many members on our team, including Jessica Fulmino, our clinical specialist of education and staff development, Governor Christie signed into law 1315, a bill that modernizes the New Jersey Physical Therapy Practice Act. It took 6 years of negotiating with various stakeholders to agree on language related to general supervision that was appropriate for the post-acute setting, but with persistence, collaboration, grit, and determination, we're proud to have played a role in the passage of this law. Another tremendous accomplishment was being named a 2017 Healthcare Innovator by the Philadelphia Business Journal. 2 years ago, we created an innovation program headed by Sarah Thomas, our Senior Director of Global Innovation, that connects our company with select startup medical tech companies to advise the development, meaningful implementation, and adoption of digital health products in post-acute settings. As a result, we're seeing health and aging tech companies turn to us for our clinical and industry expertise. For those of you who have been involved with our innovation pilots, we're learning a lot and we're seeing tremendous engagement. The team at Layhill Center in Silver Spring, Maryland, for instance, has been working collaboratively with Exobionics to study opportunities to incorporate a wearable exoskeleton in skilled nursing facilities for stroke and spinal cord injury rehabilitation. It's incredible to see the passion that this team brings to the study. We have some other wins this year too that make me proud to lead this organization. Felicia Chu, our Vice President, Clinical Services and Director of Occupational Therapy, was named Co-Principal Investigator for a $4.7 million PCORI funding award. The research team for this funding award, which is comprised of representatives from business and academia, will study treatment approaches for nursing home residents with dementia. The implications of this study will reach far beyond the walls of our GRS gyms and will make a positive difference in the lives of so many of our patients and residents. We have so many other accomplishments, including the BCAT rollout that so many of you have embraced. But the greatest accomplishments are the ones that stem from these difficult times. When Hurricanes Irma and Harvey devastated portions of Florida and Texas earlier this year, so many of you stepped up and said, "What can I do to help?" Many of you contributed to the Genesis Employee Foundation or Peer PTO program, both of which are sorely needed and incredibly appreciated. Many more asked how and where to send blankets, clothing, canned goods, and supplies. And for those that are in the local areas, I have so many stories to tell. Staff being evacuated from their homes by boat and said, "Don't take me to a shelter, take me to a gym." Staff laying mattresses on the floors of their centers, choosing to sleep there to make sure that the patients and the residents were safe and well cared for. You did this out of a selfless desire to help others, and in doing so, you're building something bigger than ourselves. You stepped up to create and engage communities within the larger GRS and RHS organization. When you step up to engage and create these small communities within the larger GRS RHS organization, you get so much in return. Some of it's tangible, but much of it isn't. The connections that you make, the opportunities that come your way, and the teams and communities that you build, those are the foundations of a successful GRS and RHS. Looking forward to the new year, I'm excited about a few new opportunities we've created that will cement our strong foundation. First, you've probably heard about our new talent profile. I encourage all of you to go to GenServe to input your degrees, your professional skills and interest, and your expertise. We'll use the data that we collect to provide you with opportunities that align with your talents and your personal and professional interest. Second, you know how important science, technology, engineering, and math are to our society, especially as healthcare professionals. We're working closely with STEM Connector and its Million Women Mentors movement to upgrade our mentoring opportunities, both within and outside the walls of our organization. You'll receive more information after the new year. Both of these opportunities will enhance the connections that you're already making with each other. Thanks for all that you do. Happy holidays and best wishes for a happy and healthy new year.